Cooper Kupp may have avoided a season-ending injury. We had a report earlier today that Cooper Kupp may not be looking at a season-ending injury. His injury looked awful in week number 10. Most people were speculating, and for good reason, he was probably looking like he's done for the year. Now, is he out of the woods? No. Is he going to miss probably 3 to 7 weeks maybe? Probably. Could he be done for the year still? Yes. But Ian Rappaport is reporting that, according to another source he's retweeting here, more tests are coming for Cooper Kupp, but at a first glance, sounds like he may miss some time, but not a catastrophic injury. And then below that, the information he's actually retweeting was that maybe Cooper Kupp avoided a worst case scenario. I'm not saying that he is for sure going to be, we're going to be given bad news tomorrow, but a lot more testing, as Rappaport kind of suggests, but I feel like a lot more testing needs to take place before we can determine that. But apparently they feel pretty confident that maybe he's not going to miss the season. But how much of the fantasy season will he miss? We'll break it all down right now. The Fantasy Football Show, it begins now. File on in, hit the like button, and leave a comment. Let's go.
You are about to enter the Fantasy Football Show. Please stand by like a boss. Estás entrado al fantasía fútbol novelas. Espera con el patrón. Smitty is live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. You are about to enter the Fantasy Football Show. Please stand by like a boss. Estás entrado al fantasía fútbol novelas. Espera con el patrón. You are about to enter the Fantasy Football Show. Please stand by like a boss. Estás entrado al fantasía fútbol novelas. Espera con el patrón. You are about to enter the Fantasy Football Show. Please stand by like a boss.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios, it's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
We've got breaking news here, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news. Ian Rappaport reporting that Cooper Kupp may have avoided catastrophic injury or season-ending injury, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's coming back anytime soon. And as he states right here, he does preface it that more testing is to come. But I don't think you could know this kind of thing, without the MRI. So I don't really know why these reports are out yet. I think they need to be careful, whoever's originating this, because then it just gets, pumped out more and more and more. I would say tread cautiously on this one, because an MRI is going to reveal a lot of stuff that they couldn't possibly know right now. Maybe they know of a certain fear that they had, broken leg fracture, like a total fracture that would have for sure kept him out the year. Now it's going to be, what's the severity of the high ankle sprain? Is there ligament damage? Will he miss the entire, regular season? Will he need surgery and be out 4 to 6 to 4 to 7 weeks? Will he have a 3 to 6 week ankle sprain that really just kind of pain tolerance, potential re-injury like JT if you come back too early? I would guess, if this is my total guess, I would say minimum in the best case scenario you could possibly think of, minimum 3 to 4 weeks would be, if everything came back completely wonderfully, good in terms of the news tomorrow. 3 to 4 weeks would be a miracle. 3 to 6 weeks sounds more realistic if he did avoid all catastrophic type of injuries relating to this. Like the high ankle sprain was literally as clean as you can get it, but it's, severe. High ankle sprains are tough. There is a different severity level within the grades. I always talk about this. People say things like, oh, grade 1, he's out X number of weeks. You don't know. That's why there's a range, a 3 to 6 week range, a 3 to 7 week range, a 4 to 6 week range, because everybody's severity level within those grades is different. You could have the mildest high ankle sprain and miss a week. So when people hear the word high ankle sprain, they immediately think, oh my God, he's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks. Because if you get a high ankle sprain, I've heard this before. If you get a high ankle sprain, Smitty, it's right up here. You're done for 3. No, it's not the case. The first grade level could be a very minor version of that, grade 1 or whatever. The thing about this one is Cooper Kupp was in extreme pain. So my guess is this is the highest severity level high ankle sprain you can have before you fracture or break your leg. And again, something we're gonna know about tomorrow, I think, whether probably by about 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern, I would imagine. I imagine I'm live around 10 a.m., 11 a.m. my time, breaking more news. $20 hauler from T. Brady. T. Brady says, what's good, Smitty? Everybody give the live a thumbs up. Given how Mitchell looked today, should I trade Tua plus White for Mitchell plus White? Got Mahomes and my starter Eckler and Mostert. I don't understand this. There's Rashad White's on both sides of this. Brady, can you clarify what you're talking about here? And then I'll answer that. First of all, Brady, $20 hauler. What am I doing? Promo code Smitty, Underdog Fantasy. Learn about it. I'm going to wait for Brady's explanation here. Should I trade White for White? Should I trade Rashad White and get back Rashad White? I think it's a fantastic move, Brady. It's a win-win. I started JT, Pollard, Foreman, and Jeff Wilson this week. Attaboy. Jay. What could I possibly get for Swift? And bro, I don't know. You try your very best to get a wide receiver. Gabe Davis is out the window. Talked about him all week. He's out the window. Fields, Burrow, rest of season, Slayer. It's going to be, once Jamar Chase is back, I think that's more of a question, more of a debate. Until then, it really is a simple, answer. Fields until you get Jamar Chase back, then you have a dilemma. Then you have a matchup potential, decision to go through. I just sent away Cooper Kupp and Swift for Pierce and Higgins right after the injury. What are we thinking? I think that's great. I'd take Pierce over Swift straight up, and you got Higgins for Kupp, who might miss 4 to 6 weeks, man. 4 to 6 weeks. It sounds like that's what we're looking at. Where's Brady's? Did Brady clarify? T. Brady Sorry, Smitty. Haha. Tua and White for Mitchell and Brown. Mitchell and Brown. Okay, Hollywood Brown. Tua and Rashad White for Mitchell and Hollywood Brown. I'd rather have Tua and Rashad White, bro. No. Yeah. I wait for some other deal. I'm not interested in that. Tua is so much more valuable than that, and Rashad White's about to become that much more valuable than that. Somebody, don't yell at me, but I'm crazy for considering Fields over Burrow. No, you're fine. You're fine with it until you get back Jamar Chase. It's probably a no-brainer at this point. I just sent away Cooper Kupp. Okay, I got that one. Appreciate you. Nice job. Nice job. Slayer, thank you for the super chat. Okay, guys, I appreciate you dropping supers. Anybody has any more, I'll address them as they come in. So I guess what we should conclude here is that you shouldn't be going and acquiring Cooper Kupp unless you're paying pennies on the dollar. Like don't go after Cooper Kupp expecting, like, if you've got 8 or 7 wins, I suppose there's a conversation to be had. There are some people that might benefit by trying to acquire Cooper Kupp. How safe is it? Not very safe. If he's out 6 weeks, we have week 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So if he's out 4 to 6 weeks, you're talking about literally not having him most likely the first week of the fantasy football playoffs in week 15. You're probably not going to have him in week number 16. And if he comes back in week 16, let's say, he comes back in his fifth week, let's say. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. If he comes back in his 5th week, he's probably going to be hampered. You may get him 1 week or in championship week. That's how I feel. That's what I feel is the best case scenario. But we'll wait and see. We do need to know tomorrow. Like tomorrow's going to tell us a lot. What if it is best case? Like I said, I think it's 3 weeks. Anything can happen. Like I said in my last live stream, Dalvin Cook would be put in like a casket, carried out the field. Nails are put in it. It's nailed shut, and the man runs back on the field. AJ Dillon looked like he tore his ACL 2 weeks ago. Completely looked like he was done for the year. Comes running back on the field. You never truly know, and it could be just extremely painful the way that he sprained his ankle. We don't know, but I wouldn't listen to anybody that says he's out for the year, and I wouldn't listen to anybody that says he's back in 1 or 2 weeks. I think it's going to be somewhere in between. Is there a possibility of one or the other? Absolutely. But no one could know right now if he's coming back in 2 weeks. No one could know that. No one could know that he'd come back in 1 or 2 weeks. No one can know that he's going to be out for the year, because the initial test proved that he would not be out for the year based on the initial test, based on those things that they were checking. Doesn't mean there's not a ligament or damage that's so bad when they go in there and look at the MRI results that he might need surgery and be done for the regular season. Might be coming back in the playoffs or something like that. So to sum it up, in case Bob or anybody in here doesn't understand what my stance is, no one knows if he's out for the year fully. No one knows if he's coming back in 1 or 2 weeks. Probably somewhere in between. Nobody knows anything until we go into tomorrow and someone is able to read the MRI results and perform further testing. There's just only so much you can do in an initial test. Like when you tear your ACL, like I explained on the other live stream, when you tear your ACL and your PCL are in the back, you see it in the back. It's in the middle of the knee. That keeps the knee from sliding forward and backward, the PCL and ACL. When you tear or snap one of those ACL or PCL ligaments, your knee has, if it's the PCL, it flexes backward. So it slides like almost off a shelf, like steps off backwards. If you tear your ACL, you could move this knee forward like this. They do a test on the field. You sit on a table, and they literally take it, and they pull this, it pulls forward like that for the ACL. PCL is forward like that. So ACL, they take your knee's bent like this. They grab the back of it, and they pull it forward. And if your knee feels like it's going to slide off backwards, the reverse of what I just said, then that's where you know the ACL is no longer there or intact. Those are tests you can perform on the field. Those are tests you can perform right away. You can perform those in the ER. You can perform those on the sideline, and literally say your knee's got so much give in there. The ACL's not there, or it's so stretched so badly it's like a stretched out rubber band and it's doing no good, and they're going to take it out anyway and replace it anyway. With this injury, there's so many things they can't tell by looking at. They can't flex it, move, or do any testing to see how much damage there is. So they'll go in, they'll check the MRI results. Probably not going to be 1 or 2 weeks, guys. I don't know whose report. Someone said there was somebody saying he's going to be out 1 or 2 weeks. Not. I don't see that happening. I think it's a 3-week win. 3 weeks would be a miracle. 4 to 6 is more likely. Real possibility he's only worth something in the final week or two. Isn't A-Rob gonna serve as wide receiver 1, not Van? Bro, I don't know. Tough to say how this is gonna shake out. I do expect A-Rob to have a little bit more value going forward than we've been seeing. So definitely a good pickup for the week. We got like Donovan Peoples-Jones, Kadarius Toney. Clearly, I've got throw some waiver wire guys out. Let's talk about some waiver wire guys. Deshaun Watson, Jaylen Warren, Otton, the tight end for Tampa Bay, Eli Mitchell, Rondell Moore, Kadarius Toney, Peoples-Jones, Rachaad White if he's available. It's shocking how many leagues Rachaad White is still available in. Give me Rondell over Kupp rest of season. That's a little extreme, I guess. I would take Cooper Kupp, the chance that I could use him in the championship week or something, bro. St. Brown is back. Fields and Barkley. Let's go, Avi. Avi's going to be buying a thefantasyfootballshow.com lifetime membership here real shortly, because guess who's in the top 10 wide receivers as of this moment? CeeDee Lamb. Avi and I have a little wager on that. Dalvin Cook, Jordan. Nice job, Jordan. Paris Campbell, that's a good one. And I admittedly didn't like him going into this game, so that's on me. That's on me. Sorry about that. I didn't feel like it was the best use of your waiver wire dollars, but I was wrong. Tony's pretty good going forward. KJ Hamler, I suppose, yeah. He might be a Campbell situation where I'm like, no, and he goes, I like Hamler a lot. It's just with Russell Wilson. But we'll put him on here with Judy getting banged up. Yeah, I'm on Ra's back, baby. Pacheco for sure. He's probably still available in a lot of leagues because people, cut him last week. And, there was a fumble. There's some reasons to be annoyed by him and his usage, but there's also some positives. Jaylen Warren I already have on the list. Rashad for sure. He's going to be the number 1 pickup of the year. This is the early look at the waiver wire video. Actually, this is last week. So we'll tweak this around for tomorrow. Rachaad White needs to be on this list. Jaylen Warren needs to be on this list. Deshaun Watson still needs to be on this list. Kyron Williams still needs to be on this list. Cole Kmet needs to be on here. Mecole is not. Let's see. Kadarius Toney definitely needs to be on here. Garrett Wilson's pretty much owned in a majority of the leagues yet. Isaiah Likely, he could be cut in a lot of leagues, so we'll put him on here. Joshua Palmer, I don't think he's available in a lot of leagues. Jeff Wilson's not available in leagues anymore. Isaiah Pacheco certainly is, so we'll put him over here. And Wandell, I don't think he's available in a ton of leagues. I do still like Kenny Gainwell. Tyler Allgeier's not available in a grip of leagues. I don't think Zay Jones is that available. I don't know if Dulcich is a free agent in a lot of leagues. I'm not sure. And then Hasty's still someone to keep an eye on, but we're going to take him off this list. So we need to add. So we got Peoples Jones, we got Tony, we got Rondell Moore needs to probably be added. I don't know how many leagues he's available in. I'll have to look at some of the percentages on these, so bear with me if we're picking somebody that's like rostered in 70% of leagues. Usually I don't like to put people on this list that are rostered in like more than 60% of leagues. I may put someone that's only available in 40. I think it's still important to talk about those players. Watson, we need to put Christian Watson on here, who looked really, really good. He came into his own in this one. Christian Watson. I'm not going to do the waiver wire show right now, but we're collecting names. Jalen Warren, we got him on here. Eli Mitchell, Pacheco, Paris Campbell needs to be added. Tony, we got on here. Watson. I think that's. Is that correct? Is that? Whoa. Is that correct? Christian Watson. I'm looking for any new names I don't have on here. Is anybody? Who am I missing? Who am I missing from this list right here that should be on tomorrow morning's Week 11 waiver wire video? Please let me know, and I'll throw them on here. Westbrook, maybe, yeah. Yeah, maybe Westbrook. His name is so long. We'll put Westbrook on here. He's a decent ad, I suppose. Yeah. He had a long touchdown catch. Looked pretty decent. I'm okay with that. Burks, I don't know yet. Definitely worthy of if someone wanted to grab him. I don't know that I'm going to put him on this one. Higbee, is Higbee available in a lot of leagues? I feel like he's not available in a lot of leagues. Kyron's on here, I believe, isn't he? Didn't I put Kyron on here? Kyron Williams. I thought I did. Okay. Kyron needs to be added. Oh, yeah, he's right here. Kyron Williams. Mooney. Is Mooney really available in a lot of leagues? Sometimes I'm shocked when I go looking at this stuff and I'm like, Mooney's available in this many leagues? Really? Like, what are you guys doing? So we'll put Mooney. Steve Slayton. Remember Steve Slayton? It's not when someone said Steve Slayton instead of Darius Slayton. We'll put Slayton on here. Darius Slayton. Okay. Darius Slayton. A-Rob. A-Rob needs to be on here. A-Rob. I guess we'll put Van Jefferson. And A-Rob. Because A-Rob probably is available in a lot of leagues. Yeah, Higbee's rostered at 80%. We're not putting him on here. Matt Ryan potentially. A-Rod. You know what? A-Rod's gotten cut. I think that's important. Drake is probably available in too many leagues to leave off here. But he's a little bit fool's goldish, you know. But definitely worth adding to trade. You know what I mean? Like he's a fantastic add to trade. Foster Moreau, yeah, that's probably a pretty good one. Okay, let's go here. Foster Moreau. Jonathan Taylor to the moon, bro. Julio Jones, he might be available in a ton of leagues. Odell, I'll add Odell, but I'm not. Campbell's already on here. I'll add Odell, but man, I don't know. Isn't Campbell on here? Oh, I guess it didn't add him yet. Did I? I thought I did. Paris Campbell, thank you. Paris Campbell. And then what was the other one? Kittle after you drop him. Is Kupp really that hurt? Yes, Avi. Julio Jones. Julio Jones. Didn't you see the game, Avi? You saw my other video. You were in my other live stream. Drake London. Drake London's not bad. Okay, I think this is pretty good. Am I missing anybody, like, really obviously missing? Whoa, 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 whoa. Drake London. That's pretty good. Jerick McKinnon, I guess. Jerick McKinnon. Odell. Yeah, I guess Odell. Odell's been added for all you Odell owners out there. Okay. Look for this tomorrow. We'll do this waiver wire video tomorrow. I still have to make sure I'm not leaving off somebody big. You know, I could be totally forgetting somebody. Pacheco's on here. Eli Mitchell. Yeah. So we'll get back to this tomorrow. This will be for tomorrow. Look forward to that early waiver wire show. We'll break it down. We'll do it live. Let's go back to the main shot. Cooper Kupp injury update. For those just joining, there are some that believe he avoided catastrophic season-ending injury, but that doesn't necessarily mean he'll be back anytime soon. Miracle will be 3 weeks in my mind. 4 to 6 weeks feels standard for a non-out for the season high ankle sprain type of situation that looked as painful as Cooper Kupp's. Everybody's different. Every body's different. He could have stressed, could have had some kind of like additional flexing of the bone that he maybe didn't break it, but he like really put his shin bone like to the test or something, and it just like there could have been a reason. That could be why he was in such pain. There could be something that can heal in the 3 to 4 week window that caused a lot of pain. Because sometimes when you have when you tear your ACL and your MCL together, your MCL is right here. This is more painful than the ACL. I tore my MCL and ACL when your knee bends this way. See how the MCL stretches? You tear and snap your ACL and then rip this MCL as well. This hurt more than anything. This wasn't near as long of a recovery as the ACL repair, but this was the most painful. This is what had me screaming and rolling around and just screaming at the top of my lungs. It was my MCL that was extremely painful. I still, to this day, I've had this surgery so many years ago, and to this day, in like cold weather, my MCL will sometimes have pain there. So point being is like there's a lot of things that could have went on to maybe make Cooper Kupp look in the amount of pain he was in and be in the amount of pain he was in that may explain why he could come back earlier. So we'll have to figure it out tomorrow when we get more information on it. So just kind of hang tough on it. Hang tight, hang tough. Don't be doing anything drastic on either side of the fence. Maybe Kupp comes back after 3 weeks. Maybe Kupp's out for the year. Just don't do anything drastic on either extreme. Dabble. Toy around. Your 8 wins, 7 wins. Maybe you do go grab him for a wide receiver 3, a high-end wide receiver 3. Maybe it's worth it to you, but you have to know you're playing with a little bit of fire. Okay? So that's all I wanted to say about Cooper Kupp. Come on here and clarify what news we currently have on Cooper Kupp. It has been updated. Super chat from Jason. Just traded away Mixon, Burrow, Kittle for Tyreek and Andrews. Mixon, Burrow, and Kittle for Tyreek and Andrews. I think that was a huge win. Absolutely love that trade, bro.
You've just been Smitty approved.
That's a really good trade, my guy. This one is from Avi says St. Brown is back. Fields and Barkley, attaboy. Should I trade Foreman for Godwin? I would. If you need a wide receiver, I'd rather have Godwin. If you need a running back, it's not crazy to trade Godwin for Foreman. I mean, it's what I'm trying to tell you is it's even. About to be 6-4. My whole team took a nap. What to do? Shake my head. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, my guy. Let me know how I can help. Andy, would you take Pierce for Kupp? I would rather have Pierce, man. You're playing with fire if you're going to actually give up or pass on that swap, whichever side anybody's on. Take Pierce and run. Doesn't mean I don't love Kupp for the right team. If he comes back in 4 to 5 weeks for the right team, 7 wins, 8 win type of team, maybe it's worth it, but I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I think even if I had 7 wins, I wouldn't do that. You don't know what you're dealing with. He could be out for the year. He could be out 4 to 6 weeks. No way. Maybe that changes tomorrow. And I know that you missed the opportunity to do it, but are we really going to play with fire? That's playing with fire. What did Pa always tell you? What did Papa always say? Don't trade for injured players. Okay? You got to be really careful when you play this game. Now, I go against the grain. I trade for injured players all the time. I love trading for Mark Andrews, but it's buy low season. Dameon Pierce is not buying Cooper Kupp low. Dameon Pierce is not playing with fire in a responsible fashion. If you want to go after Cooper Kupp with all the unknowns right now, you can't be using Dameon Pierce pricing. You can't. You just can't do it. It's not smart business. Derek just going 6-4 with a nail biter, and Ayuk left opponent had Joshua Palmer won by 0.5 points, 154.1 to 153.6. Nice job. Hopefully there's no stat corrections for you, relating to Ayuk or something running a ball, or the way that Jimmy throws these 1-yard passes. Yeah, boy, started JT Komet and Tony in the bye week. Nice job, AJ. Congratulations, my guy. Just get it done, says full. Whoa. Full PPR, which running back trio would you rather have? Eckler, Walker, JT, Cook, ETN, Chubb. Eckler, Walker, JT. I don't know. That's pretty even. Eckler, Walker, JT. Let's see, bye week out of the way. No bye week. JT and Walker both have bye weeks. Cook out of the way. ETN's got a bye week. When's Nick Chubb's bye week? Why am I blanking on this? So I guess it's all kind of relative. Nick Chubb week. Oh, he just had it week 9. So Chubb bye week already, Cook bye week already, ETN no bye week yet, or he's going into a bye. Eckler bye week already, Walker, JT. I guess your record could matter. Can you afford to have the double bye weeks? The Walker, JT bye weeks, and then JT in week 14. What's the chat think? Would you rather have Eckler side or the Chubb side? Vote in the chat, my guys. Vote, please. First group catching more passes, says JC. What are we doing here? Jeff Wilson is that dude. Jeff Wilson looks like a different possessed monster right now. Looks phenomenal. And a lot of it, I'm not trying to take away from Jeff Wilson, but a lot of it is Miami Mike, and man, he's such a good coach. Eckler side. Yeah. Eckler side. Go number 1. Just get it done. Majority of people are voting that. I'm definitely feeling that way. That's my initial reaction, but I wanted to get the chat. I respect my chat. My chat changes my mind all the time. I'm not afraid or ashamed to admit that. People are so weird. They come in here, especially in the comments, a lot of keyboard warriors later. Keyboard tough guys. They're like, you'll change your mind. People ask you a question, you'll change your mind when your chat says something. Darn straight. I respect my chat. My chat has a lot of knowledge from the fantasy football college. I've handed out some of these degrees personally, and I respect every single one of the people watching right now. 309, although 84 thumbs up, I have to say, that's almost like being late to class. 84 thumbs up with 305 eyeballs. Can we take attendance, please? Can we please take attendance? Can we? I know they have college. They have those clickers now that you wear them and they take attendance when you're in the vicinity of the clicker. Oh my God, I wouldn't have made it. And during my bachelor degree, I would rise up at the back of the class at the end of the class just to sign the attendance sheet and bounce out, and I'd deuce out. I don't know that I would make it, but can we take some roll call, please? Roll call. 300. Do I have to call every one of your names out and take roll in attendance? Avi, are you here? David, present. Swavey, Sam, Andrew Clark, Jarrett, Adam. There we go. You guys are starting to report. Okay, this super chat from Compton. Compton says, how does the team look now? Josh Allen, Swift, JT, Juju, Deontay, Likely, Pacheco, Rashad White, Dobbs, Sky, Moore, Nico, Hines, Hunt, Knox going after who? Who are you going after? Okay, Josh Allen, Swift, JT. I mean, you got two shaky players in Swift and I don't want to say shaky. I want to say you don't know what's in store for Josh Allen right now. He's banged up, but I don't think he comes out of this game any worse for the wear. So I'm probably going to tell you, bro. That you're going to struggle with Swift potentially. And I don't know if you could sell him high. I don't know what he was saying. Present, Thomas? That boy? Bros. I mean, let's go to Roy's room real quick. Time machine. Oh, we had Lunchbox's room. Hold on. This is Roy's room. Psst. Psst. Roy. DeAndre Swift's not coming back. Go to sleep. Close your eyes. DeAndre Swift is not coming back. I wish I could go back in time and tell all of you, like I just told Roy, that there's no DeAndre Swift season coming. Maybe it is. Maybe I need to fully give up on him so that he comes back. I take one for the team. But I just don't feel it. I just don't feel like they just don't use him. They don't use him. Why don't they use him? He's so quick. He's so talented. He's so agile. You know? I feel like he was wide awake, wasn't he? Roy. JT season, baby. I wish I never drafted Swift. Brandon, me too. So let me go back to the super chat. What do you do? How do you get rid of Swift right now? He scored a touchdown. Maybe you could sell him high. I don't know. All I know is looking at your team, my guy, I don't feel like this team's going to win it. Josh Allen, Swift's a problem. JT, I love. Josh Allen, I don't give up on Josh Allen. Plus, what are you going to do? Sell him low? No. So you keep Josh Allen. He'll be fine. He played no worse for the wear, I believe, coming out of this game. You never know. But I'm going to bank on him. Juju's injured. Deontay, not loving that. Pacheco, Rashad White. I feel like this team is very, very, very thin. So, who do you trade Swift? Who does he trade Swift for? Willie, Nice job, Willis. Who should he trade? Promo code? Okay. Underdog Fantasy will match up to $100 in your first deposit. I wish I could help Compton. This is a tough spot. Who could he trade Swift for? A bag of peanuts, a ham sandwich, a promo code. That boy gifting 5 YouTube exclusive membership. Sometimes I can't pull a rabbit out of a hat, Compton. There's almost nothing to do here. I guess he's got to trade JT. Bro, you gotta try and get the world for JT. That's the only thing I could advise you. It really is going to be an uphill battle, Compton. I wish I could help you better than that, man. It pains me to sit here and not have helped you better. But like, what can I do? What can I do? You're asking me to reattach an arm, and you're not even bringing me the arm. It's like, hey, Doc, I cut the arm off on the saw, the table saw. Can you put it back on? Okay. How long's it been? About an hour. Oh yeah. Great success. Reattaching arms within inside the hour or two. Okay, where's the arm? I don't know. Like Compton, I feel like that's what I'm being asked to do. Unless you sell JT and you get something like somebody's given up on Walker already. They give you St. Brown and Walker. Then all of a sudden, maybe you got a shot. So you got to work that angle. JT for Andrews, and maybe somebody gives up on Damian Pierce. Andrews and Pierce. Go to the Andrews owner, see what they're going to give up on. Go to the St. Brown's too hard to buy now. I told you to get him. Stevenson, ETN, Walker, Andrews with an additional player. That's all I can give you, Compton. That's all I can give you. That's the only thing I can advise you to do. Should I trade Curtis Samuel for Cooper Kupp? Yes. Yeah, Christopher. That I would do.
You've just been...
That's a softball, bro. It's a layup. No one's going to do that, though. I don't know if you're concocting that in your mind right now. You're like, oh, I can offer him Curtis Samuel. No one's giving up Cooper Kupp for Curtis Samuel, Christopher. Christopher, bring that back to me. If you pull that off, we are going to celebrate you for 30 straight seconds clapping. Don't lie to me. I can see right through you. You pull that off. I need a screenshot of that trade transaction. I need a screenshot of it sent to my email or my Instagram. We will clap for 1 straight minute if you pull off that trade. Who can I trade Devontae Smith for? Oh, I'm sorry. Michael's got a question first. Burrow, ETN, Walker, St. Brown, DK, Taysom, JT, Madison, Dillon, Rashad White, Likely, Gabe Davis, Chase. Any moves to make your 5-5? ETN, Walker, St. Brown, DK. I kind of like this team. JT. No. You entertain offers. You got Chase sitting there waiting. You entertain offers from anybody, coming knocking. But I'm not forcing anything. This team's going to be fine. It's coming into its own. JT's perfect in perfect positioning. Jamar Chase. I mean, if you could trade Jamar Chase and Rashad White for like an Adams or a Diggs or something, then of course, someone's running back needy, and you could trade Rashad White and or wide receiver needy, and they can wait on it. Rashad White and Jamar Chase for that or something, then I would do it. But they've got to really value White in order to do that trade. I don't think I'm trading anything else. I like this team a lot, Payne. I keep that. I let that team ride. This one is from Earl. Who can I trade Devontae Smith for? Nothing. I'm sorry. I can't just lie to you. No one's going to trade you for Devontae Smith. If he has a good game, then we're talking. If he has a good game, package him with somebody to trade for somebody. No one still, even if he had 100 yards and a touchdown, no one's going to come and knocking for a guy that hasn't shown up. He's sporadic. And maybe you could throw him in with a Higbee to get a Andrews, like that I would do. Maybe you could throw him in with a DK to get a Hopkins. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. Sure. But that's the only thing you're going to be able to do. And you can only do it if he has a big game. Okay, tomorrow night. There's no way anyone's going to trade him. Nobody wants him. You cut him right now, I don't know that even maybe 2 teams would consider picking him up. And I'm not saying I don't like him. I'm just saying that's the way if he has a good game, could he turn it around? Also, understand what I'm saying. I like him a lot, but he hasn't done anything. That's my point. My point isn't can he turn it around. My point is not, Earl, that you should go drop him. I like him. I definitely, I would be one of the 2 owners that would scoop him up if you cut him. But I'm just saying the trade market value, there's none of it's there. It doesn't exist. PPR, who would look to trade Chubb for tough playoff schedule? Who would look to trade Chubb for tough playoff schedule? Zinski, he's typing with his teeth on his phone. He's got a hot dog in one hand, French fries in another, and he's literally typing with his teeth. Or he did some kind of voice to text thing, because this is brutal. Chubb for tough playoff schedule. Walker, ETN, they just dropped bad games. You could get something in addition. Stevenson and Andrews would be a perfect combination for Chubb potentially. And maybe maybe you're not getting enough. I might be overestimating that trade right there. I think you could easily get an Andrews and a Walker for a Chubb and something small. So Zinski, go after those 2 running backs. Those would be my first 2 targets. JT's off the table now. I don't think you could get JT. You could maybe get JT straight up for Chubb, but would you even want to do that? I mean, Chubb's still, valuable. I go back and forth on that one. St. Brown is fine. Nearly had a TD. I love St. Brown. $10 hauler.
To the moon.
Appreciate you, my guy. Dropping a 10 wad. Albert, 5-5, 8-team league. Fields, Pierce, JT, CD, Higgins, Pitts, Mostert, bench, Lazard, Sutton, Zeke, Njoku, Burrow, Hollywood. Should I trade Burrow for either Amon-Ra or Jacobs? I feel like Jacobs has more value than Amon-Ra, but I would rather. Yeah, I would do either one of those if you've got Fields. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with trading either Fields or Burrow. Fields has more trade value. You could probably go get a Hopkins or potentially a little bit better wide receiver if you wanted to trade Fields, but I understand not wanting to trade Fields. You want to roll with Fields. You want the hot hand. I get it. Trade Burrow for Jacobs. Boom. For ETN. Boom. For Walker. Boom. For JT. Boom. Any one of those. For St. Brown, maybe, but I feel like you can reach a little higher. Andrews. Boom. Any one of those, my guy. Thank you for your super chat. Your $10 hauler. Sup, Smitty. That JJ catch, though. That was crazy, man. That was bananas. Lunchbox. That was bananas. This was Lunchbox's room. Honestly, this right here, this used to be Lunchbox's room before we switched it back to Roy's. Lunchbox was the one with the really, really struggle bus team and such a good sport coming back in here. Lunchbox has thick skin made of steel. Lunchbox, appreciate you. Lunchbox dropping another one. Elijah Mitchell out touching C McCaffrey. It's not a fluke. They could do this. This is one of those things where it's actually the smart coaching move. Like I at halftime, I was like, they're gonna break Christian McCaffrey, and they didn't use him. Like they almost underutilized him in the second half. It's like he's so hard to figure, Shanahan. But Mitchell ran well. But yeah, it could be a problem. Shanahan's I hate trusting Shanahan. I absolutely hate it. But I think CMC's so good. So much upside. Definitely a little bit of a disappointing game, but salvaged by a touchdown for sure. but there's some concern because Shanahan's always a concern, bro. But are you going to trade him away? Are you going to freak out about CMC's usage? No. Should I keep Mitchell or trade for Jamal? I probably would rather have Jamal. I don't think... I mean, Mitchell and Jamal are kind of similar. They're going to get about the same amount of volume. I don't know that they're that much different, bro. I'd probably try to get something different, like a wide receiver, like a Gabe Davis or St. Brown before they come back to form like they did this weekend, thinking of offering C. Patterson for Swift. I'd rather have C. Patterson. I don't care what he did in just the one game. $20 holler from the man known as Dad Bod Warriors. My opponent finished with 140 points, full PPR. I'm currently at 95.90 points with Hurts and A.J. Brown still to play. Do you think I have a shot to win this week? You know what I love more than fantasy questions? You know what I love more than a player scoring 15, 20 points? I wouldn't say like a 20 or 30 point scorer. Those are more exciting than what I'm about to say. But like even a 15 point scoring player. You know what I love more than anything? When someone wants me to say yes to something like that, they just want me to say yes. They want... Dad Bod Warriors is dropping a $20 super chat for me to give him some hope. All he wants to hear is a yes. Down by 145 points roughly. He needs 145 points out of Hurts and A.J. Brown. And all he's looking from his coach, he's looking to his coach for a little support, a little motivation, and I'm going to give it to him. Dad Bods, you got this. Jalen Hurts running in 2 scores on the ground, throwing an additional touchdown, one of them to A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown, 100 total yards. Jalen Hurts, 65 rushing yards and 240 in the air. Does that equal... Dad Bods, can you do the calculations real quick? Can you do the calculations? Can you see if that adds up to 45 Dad Bods before I stand up? If not, I got to amend these stats. I'm giving you a win. No matter what it is, I'm giving you the stats that you need. Add that up for me, Dad Bods, in your scoring format. Let me know if that does it. I think I said like 45 on the ground rushing, a touchdown, 2 touchdowns rushing, and then 240 passing with 1 TD, 100 yards receiving, 1 TD. We'll give A.J. Brown 5 receptions. Calculate that for me. We're going to wait for Dad Bods to give me an update. Yeah, we're going to give him 200 points. Smitty, we see why you were a psych major and not math major. Why is that, Willis? Why is that, Willis? What did I calculate wrong, Willis? 35. Kadarius Toney for Garrett Wilson. Oh, here's another super chat. Pierce, Pickens, and Deshaun Watson for Skywalker. Pierce, Pickens, Deshaun. I would take Skywalker. I like Pierce a lot, but I would take Skywalker. Toney for Garrett Wilson. I'd rather have Toney right now because of the injuries and the excitement behind it. No, we know it is 45. You're really not funny, my guy. You talking to me, Blind? Solo Cup's laughing. Blind, I'm not funny? You don't find me funny at all, bro? That boy says sell high on CMC. Sell high on CMC. I have ETN Walker starting with JT. Jeff Wilson Jr. on the bench. Ooh. JT, Jeff Wilson on the bench. No, I don't sell CMC, bro. I don't. You got JT on a bye week in week 14. Where's Dad Bod? Did Dad Bod give his thing? Give it a week and he'll be on another buy low video. Blind, do you want to call in? Is Blind trying to clown on me? Because Blind, the phone lines could be wide open for you so you can speak your mind. Oh, he's not talking to me? Okay, sorry, Blind. There I go again. Sometimes I forget that you talk amongst each other. Scotty says 140 to 95.5 is 45-ish. I know it's 45-ish. Okay, thanks. Sorry, blind. Mar, you relax. Mar, you want the phone lines open, Mar? You relax. You want to call up and tell me to relax, Mar? Phone lines open. Mar's getting me hot now. You look at my glasses turn from dark color to orange. I put these on when I'm getting steaming hot. The other ones I put on when I'm cool. Are we worried about CMC? After 1 week, I don't think so. Come on. Carrot Tops, you want to call in? Tell me to relax. Phone line's open, Carrot Tops. Come into my show, tell me to relax. If I want to be amped up, I can be amped up if I want. Okay? I can do whatever I want. I'm a big boy. Is Mixon for CMC a good trade? No, we're not trading CMC after 1 week, guys. We're not trading CMC after 1 week. We're just not doing it. Are we feeling Kyron Williams? Yeah, I suppose. CMC at 18 points for... I don't understand why everyone's getting all upset about CMC. Was CMC not good? I mean, he was okay. He was okay. I don't really understand. King Henry really let me down. King Henry let a lot of people down, bro. But players aren't going to always be scoring 45 points, guys. It's the nature of this thing. As for that boy's trade, I don't think you should be trading CMC away. I think you should be riding this out, bro. I don't know what your wide receivers look like, but CMC, ETN, and Walker's pretty darn good. Try and trade CMC and JT and see what you can get, and then come to me. But like, just in general, do I want you trading CMC? No. Would I trade one of your RBs? Probably. Would I trade JT? I'd trade JT if you could trade him for an elite wide receiver. But whatever player can garner you a JJ, go try and do it. You know, I'd definitely be down for it. Did Smitty answer my super chat? Mar, I'm not sure. You know, you're telling me to relax. I'm doing the best I can, Mar. Mar, I think I did answer your super chat. Should you keep Mitchell or trade for Jamal? I did answer this one, Mar. I said that they kind of feel like the same player. They're both backups. They're both getting some run. I don't think either one's ultra exciting. They're waiting for their starter to go down. I don't know if did Dad Bod even reply? I tried to give him his... He never even replied. Dad Bod, you're going to do it. You're going to score 141 points tomorrow with your Hurts and AJ Brown stack. You got this, okay? You got this.
Mashed potatoes!
Whatever Hurts needs to do, he'll do it, okay? Single-handedly walk you into a win. People thought CMC was going to score like Triple Crown every week. I know. I mean, he's the 1.1 to 1.5, and he's gonna maybe fluctuate like everybody has. No one's really been the 1.1 all year. It's been like, oh, it's JJ, oh, it's Kupp, no, it's not, it's Chubb, oh my God, it's Sparkly, no, it's CMC, it's Kenneth Walker. It's not like everybody's all over the place. Like that's the season we're in. You know, JT was supposed to be that guy. What's the most unlikely player? Let me get a vote from the chat. What's the most unlikely player that could be the 1.1 in everyone's mind, let's say in a week or two for the remainder of the season? Who's the most unlikely player? Listen to what I'm saying here. I don't want to see like a CMC answer or a Chubb or something like that. What's the most unlikely player that would be the 1.1 in everyone's mind going forward? Carrot Top says smutty. Can't even spell my name right. The way he addresses me. Do you do this for full time? What does it look like I do? Does it look like I do it full time, bro? I'm here live all day long, bro. Of course I do this full time. I appreciate Carrot. Did you just find me? Are you new? Are you new, bro? If you're new, welcome. Picture 10. So the answers are Fields, Pacheco, Fields, Pollard, Skywalker, Fields, Najee, Fields, Kelsey, JT, ETN, Kirk, White, Pacheco, Fields, JT, Eckler, White. Some of these are not, like Eckler's not unlikely. Like that's a not an exciting one. ETN. I mean, ETN would be bold enough. Ron Navy, Jalen Warren. I knew it would be a Steeler. Ron, is that your first comment? Ron Navy just comes in. Jalen Warren. Fields or JT. JT's not. I mean, I guess that's bold enough because he everyone's written him off. So that's a good one. By the way, I don't know if anybody was here last episode, but I don't know if you guys have seen the Mars Men.
He's on a shuttle to Mars. Mars Men. Loads dropping and spinning aimlessly in space.
Yeah. Carrot Top says, I've been here since Rod Prime caused chaos in the chat. I don't even remember what that is. What happened? Somebody refresh my memory. I don't even know. Walker ETN might have slight buy low with their buys. Absolutely. JT number 1 again with Saturday at the helm. That's why we got Saturday on the Marsmen list. Saturday's on the moon, awaiting everybody's arrival.
He's on a shuttle to Mars. Mars Men. Loads dropping and spinning aimlessly in space.
Yeah, buddies. Does Rodgers have a new toy? He does, and Rodgers looks pretty good. Rashad White, Saturday. Yeah, that's right. Saturday season, baby. Saturday season on Sundays is what I'm talking about. Love this guy now. I've been here since the beginning. Darius Toney as a bold. That's a bold one. Some of you are going really bold. Some of you are not going bold at all. It's hilarious. People are saying Toney's number 1 going forward. Like that, I respect because I asked you for a bold take. And then some of you are like, CMC. Getting crazy. The show loves you back, Carrot Top. And in here, really not concerned about Fields' supposed bad playoff schedule. Both the Bills and Eagles games are at home, and both teams have weaker run defenses. I mean, he just finds a way. They're behind. He's losing, scores points, garbage runs, garbage time. Fields figures it out and just scores. Tyreek Hill 1.1 says Carrot Tops. Rashad White to the moon.
To the moon.
And for those that don't know, the Mars Men list evolves. We kind of keep that up with the guys that we're interested in putting on the Mars shuttle. But the Moon Men have never fluctuated. We locked that in before kickoff. It has not changed. And Rashad White is leading the way this week.
The Moon Men. Dropping loads in outer space.
Space Monsters.
So, yeah, a very, very nice looking list. I mean, we didn't even have ETN or Walker or Pierce stepping up this week. Still felt like it had some pretty good firepower going on that Moon Men list. Doing work in space. We're still doing work in space each and every Sunday. Even Saturday. is doing work on Sunday. When was the Mars Men list created? I mean, there have been a couple OGs that have been on there from the beginning, but we added Barkley on it. We added JT on it. All the doubters out there can now look and enjoy the Mars Men list because now they agree that JT should be on the Mars Men list. Absolute monster. Waddle and Hill need to be Moon Men. They can't be Moon Men. Moon Men are not. There's no adding or taking away from the Moon Men list. We're gonna do a based on a popular demand. Based on popular demand, we need to add Uranus, or you could pronounce it Uranus. Planet Uranus. We're gonna do a Planet Uranus list of men. The Planet Uranus men. And so they will be like Leonard Fournette would be on there. A plethora of names could be thrown on that Uranus list. Planet Uranus. Smitty, does D-Hop for ETN any good? I kind of like that trade on the ETN side, but I mean, if you need a wide receiver, I get it. Just trying to ask for more because ETN's got a little more value than D-Hop. When you got 4 healthy Moon Men running backs and Hurts as your QB, Gabe is doing business. Gabe is doing work. Attaboy, Gabe. Your Planet Uranus men. Oh, God, it's late. How many people are in here? 300? That boy dropping another super chat on the screen here. Sell high on CMC. Oh, I already read that one. Go get a wide receiver, that boy, and bring it to us. It better be Adams, Diggs, or Jefferson. With the running backs you have, that's your move to make. You come to us with a JJ trade, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay sending CMC packing potentially because of your running back depth. I'd prefer you trade JT for him, but Lamb and Amon Raw went off. Bold take, Smitty, Dalvin Cook 1.1. Okay, that's bold, Sam. I don't agree, but that's bold. That's what I asked you to do, so great job. You understood the assignment, Sam. I appreciate you, Sammy. Is there an update on Cooper Kupp? Yeah, I mean, I just did the update here, bro. More tests to come, but initial diagnosis, which is initial, and I feel like it's a little bit premature to be using words like avoided catastrophic season-ending potential injury. But keep in mind where all this is coming from. They're not thinking fantasy. We're thinking fantasy season. They're thinking playoffs. Not that they're making the playoffs. They're thinking like, okay, he might be back, if they do make the playoffs. And they're not. But if they do make the playoffs, especially not making the playoffs without Cooper Kupp, but it's like week 17. Maybe he returns limited in week 17. Maybe week 16. We don't know. Please drop a like on the stream. Y'all gotta love this great content. Thank you, KCM. Appreciate you, my guy. Dearness Johnson 1.1. That's bold, Dylan. That is real bold, my guy. Smitty, can we do a proper goodbye to AJ Dillon on our contending 10-man leagues? I just can't hold him anymore. It depends who you can pick up. Certainly okay with you dropping someone like that. If you could pick up an absolute, gem that can help your team win. Komet or Kittle rest of season. How can you like Kittle? There's too many mouths to feed. Jimmy G is a pea shooter. What did I tell you before the game started? He can't deliver the football to everybody. There's just not enough footballs to go around. This Niners offense has Kittle, Ayuk, Debo, the best receiving running back in the entire National Football League, Christian McCaffrey. It has Mitchell. It has McKinnon. It has tons of players that can. I mean, it's the arsenal that is at the disposal of this man Jimmy G, and he can't even throw a touchdown pass. Jimmy G can't even throw a touchdown pass, and he's got the most weapons in the NFL. He cannot throw a touchdown pass. This team struggles to score, and it has all of these weapons. It's like having a souped up car. It doesn't matter how souped up the car is. The facilitator can't facilitate. So give me Komet. And that's a guy I didn't even want to play this week. He did really well. DK or Godwin rest of season. Godwin's safer. DK's higher risk, higher reward. Earl, you could go either way, to be honest. But I would say Godwin's safer. And Brady's getting into a groove, and Godwin's a little bit healthier. Godwin was a complete avoid at the beginning of the year because people were drafting him as if he's starting week 1 and being a beast all year. Pittman and Godwin are two players that if you follow my content closely, you'll notice I said avoid them, avoid them, avoid them. And you notice I'm saying potentially buy. Because now it's different. Now it's different than before. Now we were going in the time machine and telling Roy not to draft Godwin, not to draft Pittman. And now we're saying go in because they're cheaper. Have Hurts, Fields, played Fields over Hurts, was offered D. Adams for Hurts. I would take D. Adams in a heartbeat if it's a 1 QB league. Take it to the bank. Why not, Jumbo? Jumbo size your season, bro, with that move. That's a phenomenal move. Rate team: Kyler, JT, ETN, Foreman, J. Will, Jamal Williams, Foreman, ETN, JT, Kyler, Pollard, Rashad White, Drake, Andrew, Schultz, Odell Beckham Jr., Wood, Evans. You guys spread out your team. I'm like, and then you got Mike Evans sitting at the bottom. Mike Evans, Andrews. I mean, it's a good squad. JT, ETN. Yeah, I like it. I mean, I'd maybe try and shop Foreman. And Foreman and Hollywood, Foreman and Curtis Samuel, just to get a little bit better wide receiver, bro. Like a St. Brown or would have been perfect. Now I'm thinking Evans or Godwin or Debo. I don't like Debo, man, but that might be a good Foreman. I mean, maybe that's a move for you to make. You know, take a gamble on that. That might not be the worst thing you could do for your wide receiver too. I don't like Debo. I said Debo would struggle with CMC. He's been dog water, but I'm still buying him on the low, like where you're buying him much lower than anybody paid for him on draft day. Like it's a big difference. Drake London or Christian Watson off waivers. Christian Watson. I mean, he's earned it at this point, right? Avi with a $20. Avi with a $20 hauler. Few weeks back during CMC trade, I dealt Mike Evans, Debo, Zeke for Dalvin, Godwin. Traded those two for St. Brown. Traded those two. You traded Godwin and Dalvin to get St. Brown. That's a lot. Well, St. Brown was going nuts, but that is a lot. But if everybody, before everybody starts chuckling and saying you traded Dalvin and Godwin for St. Brown, keep in mind, everybody in here, the group chat voted St. Brown after week 3 was the number 7 overall player if we were doing a mock draft in week number 3 or 4. And it was done by vote, not by one person, not by 2 or 3, by majority vote. St. Brown went 7 or 8 overall. So let's not act like we can't remember a time where St. Brown was valued this high. St. Brown is a monster. I just dealt, but I need Godwin. Let's see here. I overdealt, but I don't need Godwin wide receiver, and I have CMC, Barkley, Tony. So really dealt Debo for Mike. Debo and Mike for St. Brown, which is an overpay. But it is what it is, bro. You gotta have these guys bounce back and do good work for you. So don't worry about it. Don't fret on the past. Let's go, Avi. Let's go. Let's have a day every day from here on out. And let's win this championship, okay, pal? You got this. Appreciate your super chat, by the way. Let me know if you have any other questions here. Gabe better stay silent when I play him next week. Gabe Davis is he's ready to explode. I could feel it. I mean, he already did, but I mean, I could feel he's gonna have a bigger, even bigger game than that. Worse than Cousins, better than Goff. Real life, no fantasy. Says Travis. Better wide receiver 2, Godwin or Gabe Davis? Probably Godwin's safer, but Gabe Davis is going to hang with them. You mark my words. I'm not saying every week he will, but he'll hang with them. And I'm all about. I was all about trading for Gabe Davis. Everybody kept saying, you keep saying Gabe Davis over and over, Smitty. But there's a reason I said it, because I really believed in it. It wasn't like I was just shoving that name out there over and over for nothing. Like I didn't believe in it. Like I really thought Gabe Davis and St. Brown were two of the best buy low wide receivers walking into week 10. And they did pretty well. I feel like they did pretty well. And I feel like the proof is in the pudding. You can't buy them low anymore. You know, go try and buy Gabe Davis right now. Good luck. Go try and buy St. Brown right now. Good luck. I think that proves that they were good buy lows. They were good buy low opportunities. Gabe Davis may be a roller coaster, Mr. TD, but if you closely analyze what happened to him the past 2 weeks prior to this week 10, week 9 and week 8, he had touchdown grabs that were either out of bounds or overthrown. So if he would have 3 straight games with a touchdown, it'd be a very different story. You know, I get where you're coming from, and it is what it is. Your stats are your stats, but I'm just happy Christian Kirk gave me a big day. Yeah, Rhino, he did pretty good. Would you be paranoid to hang on to Fields just in case Allen misses time or to injury? It depends on what you're passing up, Peace Dog. If you're passing up like a monster wide receiver upgrade, like, or just addition, like Adams, someone's giving you Adams, someone's giving you ETN, someone's giving you Walker, someone's giving you JT, someone's giving you Andrews and St. Brown, Andrews and Gabe Davis, Andrews and something significant. Like, you kind of got to take that for Fields. But I don't think you're crazy for holding on to Fields. I don't think you're crazy for trading Josh Allen and starting Fields. You could do that too. There are plenty of buyers for Josh Allen. He didn't come out of the injury more worse for the wear, according to reports. Maybe something emerges tomorrow where he's seeing a second opinion and we're like, whoa. You know, did that dive really hurt him and he just played through it with adrenaline? Did they shoot him up with something and we don't know about it? Certainly that could happen. We'll find out tomorrow. But as of this moment, at 11:27 p.m. my time, which is 1:27 p.m. Eastern, Josh Allen's fine. And so why don't you keep Fields? Don't be paranoid about it. And trade Josh Allen to somebody. Someone's willing to buy him. I'd buy him. I wouldn't even bat an eye. I'd try and buy him lower. I'd say, hey, bro, you're selling me a damaged player right now. Thank you for all you do, John. Thank you. I wouldn't be able to do this for a living and be here for you every single day. I'm here every single day for you. Every single day I'm here for you. I don't think there's a day I don't go live, right? On YouTube. Because I'm live Monday through Friday. I'm live at midnight, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm live on Saturday nights. I'm live on Sunday morning and Sunday evening. And then I'm live Sunday late night. I've been live 3 times today on Sunday. I'm here for you every single day. This is family. This is family. But I couldn't do it without you. Without anybody listening on the other end. I would not be here. So as much as we like to say, Smitty, you're the best, do this, all that, I almost don't even, it goes in one ear, not the other, because ultimately I'm only here because you guys come here and congregate and love this show and this community so much. And I thank you. I thank you. The thanks is all on that side of the table. I think that means I'm bowing. I thank you. Is that how you do it? I thank you. Totally the wrong thing to bow when you're thanking someone. Really appreciate it. Bro fist. We'll do that awkward. Justin Herbert, biggest fantasy bust. He's one of them. JT Swift, Herbert. A lot of them. There's a lot of fantasy busts, man. A lot of them. I love one thumb down just came in. I don't know. Somebody didn't feel like they didn't want to hear that love. They weren't loved as a kid, so it makes them uncomfortable. And be like, let's thumb that down. I don't appreciate that warm and fuzzy moment. We're here to do business. We're here to do business, bro. Next season, will you say what round to get each Moon Man? Young, I do that. I mean, I do that. I do that I mean, when you think about it, I talk about these players so much that you know exactly what round to pick them in, Young. I mean, I definitely, I don't know if you were here for the evolution of the Moon Men, but 100%, bro, 100%. I talk about it all the time. Will I put it on on the Moon Men list? Probably not. Maybe we'll add that. It fluctuates, so I'd have to really stay on top of it. And if I hit the button and it wasn't right, people would be like, "Why do you have that round on there? He's not going in that round." And I'd probably forget. It's a little more loose base than that, a little more relaxed. We're a little more fluid than that, Young. We're a little more fluid than that here. Yeah, Herb is going to be a value next year. Herbert, I think people are a little hard on him. You know, a little hard on him. I think Herbert losing both his top two wide receivers. How is Everett looking? Everett's banged up, right? Let's look up Everett here real quick. I mean, the guy's lost everybody. Thank God for Joshua Palmer. Gerald Everett. Is Ron Navy still here? Or did he fall asleep? In the lazy boy. Gerald Everett. Everett. Why can't I spell tonight? Everett. Why am I not spelling Everett right? Gerald Everett. Questionable to return. It was a groin injury. I imagine he won't be out too long. But Everett's banged. I mean, this guy's got no wide receivers whatsoever. About to be 8-2. Have Mahomes, JT, Barkley, Swift, Jamal Williams, J-Rob, JJ, St. Brown, Gabe Davis, Kirk, Lazard, Dulce. Dude, Andrews, Ronaldo, Andrews. Go trade Swift and Jamal right now for Andrews, bro. You got to give up something. Just do it. Figure it out. You got to give up Waller. Give him Waller, too. Give him Waller, Jamal, and Swift. Go get Andrews and go walk to the bank, bro. That's my advice to you. Could I be wrong? Could Andrews be ruled out for the season tomorrow? I mean, bro, anything can happen, but I'm banking on that. Go get Isaiah Likely's probably dropped. I feel like that's going to help you. I feel like that is the move to make for you, my guy. Style. I have Burrow. You have Burrows. You have two Burrows, Fields and Watson stashed. Want to trade Burrows? Who do you think I can target? I'll throw Miles Sanders in as well. It depends. I mean, like, here's the thing, Style. Like, I could give you a bunch of names that aren't going to help you. What I would do is go, if you can come back and tell me the QB needy teams, what players they have. And don't give me the whole list. Give me like 2 or 3 running backs you like, 2 or 3 wide receivers you like, and give me about 2 or 3 examples of teams that need a quarterback. Otherwise, we're spinning our wheels. I'm like, go get Stevenson. And you're like, well, that guy has Fields. Or that guy has Josh Allen. Go get Andrews. Well, that guy's got, whatever. So, like, I need that information. Otherwise, I'm just spinning my wheels. So come back and give me those scenarios, and I will tell you what I would do. Next season, will you... Oh, I got that already. Thank you, broski. Sam, 16 rushing attempts for Pacheco, Smitty. Yeah, that's shocking. What was his yards per carry? Like 2 yards per carry? He had like 80 yards, didn't he? Pacheco... I was shocked to find out the amount of attempts he had. 16 for 82. So that is that's a 5.1 yard per carry average. Doggy. That's nice. He had the fumble Ruski though. And he didn't get any PPR work, and really he is a crafty pass catching capable running back, and they threw touchdowns to CEH. If they could figure out a way to evolve this guy into a dual threat, Pacheco would be a Moon Man capable guy. But it does feel like they don't fully commit to that dynamic running back situation, like where they want. I mean, Clyde was catching touchdowns and a PPR threat. Why can't Pacheco be like that right now? I don't understand. Talk about being in the doghouse. Yeah, Clyde Edwards. Hilarious, man. They should trade him to the Cincinnati Bengals, man. Give Joseph Burrow his boy back. He'd make him a viable wide receiver option, especially with, like, I know they can't, trade deadline's over, but that would have been an amazing trade. If I was Joe Burrow, I would have said, yeah, Veach, we need to get this done now. We need to go get, or send us, what could they give him? See, the problem is Veach likes him. In KC, which tight ends would you rather have? Kittle rest of season? I mean, a lot of them, man. A lot of them. I don't even know how to give you that list. I mean, really, Kittle's like 7 to 12. And I say 7 because you could argue he's as good as some of the 7, 8, 9 ranked guys, but like you could easily argue that the 12th ranked guy is better than Kittle, bro. It's not about talent. It's a Niner fan's going to come in here and get upset. Okay, you're living in a different world. Kittle in fantasy is underutilized. Kittle in fantasy is a disaster. Wasted talent. He's an offensive lineman is what he is. And when he does catch a pass and goes like this, it's depressing. Like, I know everybody, I forget it. What's his name? What's the guy's name? The announcer tonight. Blanking out on his name. Collinsworth. Some of the things that come out of that man's mouth when Jimmy G scrambled a little bit, he was like, he's looking like Lamar out there. I about spit up my drink, whatever I was drinking. I'm a Niner fan, but I understand you. Thank you, Mick. I about spit up my drink when he said he looked like Lamar out on that drive. Are you out of your mind? These guys are just making up stuff that sounds good. And then what did he say? He said something else that was just outlandish. Kittle, yeah, he said when Kittle caught that one catch, and maybe Mick, you can agree on this. And Collinsworth goes, yeah, that's what we need. That's when the Niners turn into the Niners. The Niners aren't playing ball until Kittle catches his first catch, as if Kittle's ever involved. Like when Collinsworth said that, it depressed me. Like, because I'm seeing this talent that's just wasting away on the bench. And he's acting like there's this like unleashing of Kittle that happens every couple games, or once the game finally gets into a point where he's just making stuff up. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. It's complete fabrication. He's in La La Land. He's in Roy's room. He's in Roy's room right now thinking this stuff up. There's nothing to it. There's no Kittle unleashing every week. They don't even use him. And it has nothing to do with Kittle being a player that has no talent. He doesn't lack talent. He's one of the most gifted tight ends in the NFL, but Shanahan doesn't even use him. And he can't because his quarterback can't throw touchdown passes. He can barely throw the football. He did look good at times tonight, but it's very, very designed throws with a lot of elite talent spreading out of defense. I could probably make those throws. Jimmy G is not a good quarterback. Pacheco worth a waiver wire in PPR. Well, yeah, and we're going to go over that. I'm going to go over that video tomorrow. I'll probably do a video on that. I don't know what time, but here are the waiver wire guys for week number 11. And Pacheco, Rashad White, these are all on this list right here. You can freeze frame that or pause or whatever to take a look at that list. It's not in any particular order. The order will go here. The confidence scale will go here. I can assure you right now that Rashad White will be a 10 out of 10 on the confidence scale of being the best pickup of the year if he's available. If Jeff Wilson was available still in your league, he would be. I'm going to mention that, but I'm not going to put him on this list because Jeff Wilson has no business being available in your league. But if for some reason I want to make sure I get all my ducks in a row here, that if Jeff Wilson is available, he would be a 10 out of 10 as well. Jeff Wilson and Rashad White are 10s out of 10s of being the best pickup of the year. The confidence scale that should guide you into how much fab to drop, whether you should do a full load drop.
Initiate full load drop.
So make sure you understand what the confidence scale is all about and why it's there and what the purpose of it is, to guide you on that dollar amount, to guide you on whether you should initiate full load drop or use your one overall waiver claim pick. The confidence scale is there to try and ensure you can make the best decision for you. Because I don't know the details of your waiver wire situation, and nobody should be giving you this mundane, very general blanket advice like spend 80% of your fab or 40% of your fab. No one knows the trending in your league. You might never have someone drop 80% of their fab, and someone's going to say drop 80% of your fab. I'd drop $100 out of $100, but that doesn't mean you have to. Only you know your own league. All right, let's open the phone lines briefly.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
This is a super chat question from. Where's my call in? I don't know what happened to everything. There, I guess that's good. Which tight ends would you rather have over Kittle? I don't know how to answer that. I wish I could. I'm sorry that I don't have like a direct answer for that, but I mean, I could go through a list. It's more about, is he around 10? Probably around 8 to 10, 8 to 12, somewhere around there. So everybody above that. I'd rather have Higbee. I'd rather have Cole Kmet, who's a guy I didn't really even want to start this week. So, like, that's how bad Kittle is off. What's up? You're live on the Fantasy Football Show.
Hey, Smitty, what's going on?
What's up, Daniel? What's up, Daniel?
Hey, yeah, so I was part of the injury apocalypse this week. I had a Ertz go down. Looks like it's not going to be too serious. Fortunately for me, or unfortunately, how you want to look at it, I picked up Dulcich, and he didn't really do anything. I started Ertz, but I guess that's not really why I'm calling. Wanted to find out. I got number 2 waiver, and I'm leaning Mitchell because he just kind of fell. I don't know why the owner dropped him, but Mitchell's out there, and then kind of intrigued at what Christian Watson did with Green Bay. I don't know if that's a resurgence or what, but
yeah, I mean, how could
what do you think you'd use?
How could you not be excited about what Watson did? So I agree. But what's the question? Who are you dropping?
No, that's the thing. I don't need to drop anybody. I've got the number 2 waivers, so I'm thinking. I mean, there's sharks in my league. So
Watson.
I pretty much figure I'm gonna get one.
Watson is Rashad White. You said there?
No. It's Christian Watson and Elijah Mitchell.
Yeah, Watson. Well, I'd probably say Watson. I like Eli Mitchell, but like he's a backup. He's gonna get 12 carries. He's Jamal Williams right now. Like, I like Jamal Williams. If Jamal Williams were cut, I'd pick him up. But it's really hard to play him, too, though. He's kind of like a security blanket running back for you because every week Jamal's in the waiver wire questions, 50-50 questions. Do I start Jamal? Really hard to start him. Really hard to start him at this point. Like, because Swift is going to get more and more involved. But, you know, Jamal, even if Jamal has a big game, you know, and even if Mitchell has a big game, who are you gonna put him in over? It'd have to be like a bye week situation or an injury. So give me Watson.
That's the thing. Yeah, Watson.
Yeah, I'd say Watson.
All right. Yeah, because there's nobody tight end wise I should go after. So I guess I'm riding with Dulcich in the meantime until Ertz comes back.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for another week, and I'll keep watching here.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
Avi?
Yo.
What's up, Avi?
So, what a day for St. Brown. Let's go. He's back. All right, so I lost
To the moon.
Waiver, and I have no Waller. He's hurt. And Hayden Hurst is available. He was dropped because he had a bye week. And I could pick him up right now, but I would have to drop Kenyon Drake. Kenyon Drake has like no value, I feel like. So I got to drop Kenyon Drake. I could drop Kenyon Drake for Hayden Hurst right now.
You have nobody else to drop because he is a little trade bait, not a lot, but a little bit for sure. But I think he's fool's gold.
Yeah. So he's the best Hayden Hurst, but
he's
I'm kind of stuck.
He's Fugazi. He's fool's gold. He's not. Yeah, but like he's got some trade value. But I would say if you need a tight end and you got to address it, man. You know you're just going to be bleeding out at that spot if you don't pick somebody up.
Spot. Also, next week, it's kind of early. Tyreek's on a bye. Are you feeling George Pickens or Peoples-Jones?
Probably
Early.
Probably Pickens.
All right.
Peoples-Jones is consistent though.
Yeah, no, he's been consistent. Pickens probably is higher upside. But
Yeah,
Jones,
and the fact that he had a rushing touchdown kind of excited me that they want to use him a lot. So I'd say Pickens.
All right.
All right, bro. Anything else?
Justin Fields, hopefully he keeps it up, and McCaffrey owners should not be concerned. It was Mitchell's first game back. They were going to use him a little more. McCaffrey's going to have bigger games.
Yeah. All right, bro. Call back if you have another one.
Yep.
All right, later.
Yep. Go St. Brown.
Yes, sir. St. Brown to the moon. Okay, Kittle, Olave, Lazard for Amon-Ra and Monty. Kittle, Olave, Lazard for... I'd take Amon-Ra and Monty, then I'd try and flip Monty. Pierce, Diggs, Stevenson, Eckler, Mixon on Burrow trade. I don't know what that means. I assume this is relating to another chat. I have Burrow, Fields, and Watson stash. Want to trade Burrow. Who do you think I can target? Well, that's the thing is, like I said, Pierce, Diggs, Stevenson, Eckler, Mixon on Burrow trade. But what I need to know is what the QB needy teams have that you like. Like if you said, hey, Smitty, team number one that doesn't have a QB has, Andrews and so-and-so, and so-and-so, and so-and-so. You give me 4 or 5 of the names that are attractive players to trade for, realistic players to trade for, and then I can try and cook up a trade for you. This doesn't really help me too much other than to say, go to a QB needy team and see if you can upgrade Mixon into a top 3 running back. Like I suppose if you could go get CMC using Mixon and the CMC owner struggling at quarterback, that would be something that would make sense. He's probably feeling pretty low about CMC right now. Mixon's coming off a huge monster game. And now he's on a bye week, freshening up, getting ready for the ball. So Mixon's still coming off a high, and I think you can maybe do that. I don't trade Eckler on the low. I don't trade Diggs. I probably would upgrade Pierce as well. So Burrow and Pierce for a big time running back upgrade. The fact that you have Stevenson, Eckler, and Mixon means that you can trade Pierce and Burrow for an elite top 3 wide receiver. That would be something I would explore. Hopefully that helps you. Without the names and such, I won't be able to give you like too much more detail than that. Just a little bit of guesswork on what I would probably look to try and cook up if I was you. Let's see here. Fitzy with a super chat. Fitzy says Kittle, Olave, Lazard for Amon-Ra. Oh, I already did that one. Yeah, I like that. Thank you, Fitzy. Appreciate you. All right, phone lines are still open.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Dial in. Time to trade Debo. If you can get anything, the time to trade him it's past, man. As soon as that CMC trade happened, it was panic on Debo and sell him. And maybe you tried, and I'm not saying you failed or anything, but because maybe you tried. But now you're not going to get what you want. And the bottom line is this: I as much as I like buying Debo low, because it's a whole different conversation. And I think if you can get someone to sell you Debo like a flex, that I take the chance on it, no doubt about it. Owning him felt like a disaster after that CMC trade. This trade hurt Debo tremendously. Tremendously. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show.
Let's go. What's up, Smitty?
What's up, man?
All right. I'm 5-5 now. I won this. I won this week. I have Jalen Hurts, CMC, Walker, AJ Brown, CeeDee Lamb, Kyle Pitts, Should I do anything, or what do you think?
Who do you have that's like, who are your backups?
My backups. Sorry, let me check real quick. No, it's not my head. I have Gabe Davis, Madison, Singletary, and Kareem Hunt. Oh, I also have Palmer from the Chargers.
Palmer, okay.
I feel like I'm close to. I mean, I feel like I can make it. The playoffs and make a run, you know.
Yeah,
I feel like I have a solid squad.
Yeah, I mean, why? Yeah, don't worry about that. I mean, Gabe's on the bench.
Who? Gabe Davis?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I didn't. That was a dumb move. I started Palmer over Davis.
Oh, so you hold on. You start 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, and a tight end, right? Or is
the flex could be a running back as well.
So 2 and a flex.
Yes, 2 and a flex.
Okay. You didn't hear me screaming Gabe Davis's name all week long, bro. Gabe.
I did.
Where were you at, bro? I'm only live every day.
I saw you rave about him, but I was like, oh man, I thought Palmer's gonna get like 7, 8 receptions with that garbage time, you know, but she's not even close. I won anyway, you know, so it's all good. But
yeah,
from now on, Gabe is gonna be my flex.
Gabe. Yeah, man. I mean, it's a good team. What are you gonna do? Trade CMC for what? Like, you got AJB, CD Lamb, a very underrated Gabe Davis. You could upgrade a tight end, maybe. Maybe you don't really have any firepower. I was gonna say, like, Andrews would be an amazing addition for Pitts, but who are you gonna give up? Palmer and Pitts? I don't think that's gonna get it done.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what if I do? You think someone will go for maybe Dave Davis and Pitts for Andrews, or should I just keep Davis?
It's a gamble, but
maybe I can.
I probably consider it strongly. But Gabe Davis could be, you know, he could be that guy. The other thing, and I just saw his name, Avi said Lamar. I don't know if this is a different question or something, but I would you know how much I don't know if you've heard me talk about how much I've worried about Lamar walking into the season being like this, and in the beginning of the year, everyone come up for my neck, and I admit I was like, okay, well, he looks really good right now. I'm going to admit it. Now everyone's like jumping off the boat. I'm not saying it's a safe move, but I wonder if I don't know if the Lamar owner owns Andrews because they like that cuff and that stack, but that would be ironic, right? If you look right now and he's got both. But Hurts,
he doesn't actually. He doesn't. He has the Andrews owner has Herbert.
Okay, so okay. Yeah, Herbert. I don't like it. Who's the Lamar owner have? Because you could contemplate going from Hurts to Lamar and getting a big piece, a big upgrade somewhere. I'm just curious. Past this, I don't want you to really do anything.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe not touching her and just write it out.
But who's the Lamar owner have?
Lamar owner, like, what do you want? He has a bunch of running backs. Bro.
Just name the good player. Name the good players.
He has Mixon, Stevenson. He has Sanders, Cook. He's stacked on Wilson Jr. He's stacked on running backs.
Okay. Who's he got at wide receiver?
He has Hopkins, Pittman, and those are the.
What about Lamar? Lamar and Hopkins for Hurts and Palm. He's got Cook. You could give Madison and Hurts for Lamar and Hopkins. I'm not saying he's going to do it, but that could be a move.
Okay.
But I don't know. Gabe Davis and Hurts is pretty good too. Maybe just stay where you are.
That's what I'm thinking. What can I do to make it better? But I started at 1-5, but I'm 5-5 now, so I'll probably just keep riding this wave.
Attaboy. All right, man.
I'll keep riding
Call back if you got another.
man,
You got another one. Call back.
I got you. Thank you.
Later. Well. Did I play Olave? I did play Olave. Sucks, but he was a top 15 wide receiver and had a best matchup coming into today. Yeah, you can't. Don't beat yourself up over woulda, shoulda, couldas, guys. Does nobody no good. Olave needs Winston back. He does. Yellow. You're live.
Hi, how are we doing, Swiggy?
We're doing good, bro. What can I do for you?
Yeah, so my fantasy team's kind of in shambles right now because I picked up Brees Hall and Javante like in the beginning of the season. Now it fucking sucks.
Yeah. What can I do for you?
It's not good. Like, what do you suggest I do at this point? Because like I tried to trade for like Jonathan Taylor.
Try to keep the F-bombs and the language at a minimum for the monetization. But okay, hit me with your team real quick.
Oh fuck, sorry man.
You just said it again. He hung up. He got nervous and hung up. He just said the F-bomb. Sorry, man. Oh my God. People, where are we educating ourselves these days, people? You know, it's like unbelievable. Dude's so programmed to say it. And I'm not saying I don't drop F-bombs or I don't curse or I'm not some like driving Miss Daisy, okay? I drop the F-bombs all the time, but it's about the channel, okay? You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Who am I talking to?
How you doing, Smitty? It's Fitzy.
What's up, Fitzy? What can I do for you?
Well, I was talking to the Justin Fields owner, and he already has Dallas Goedert, so I might trade Justin Fields and like another piece I might trade Jalen Hurts for Justin Fields and Dalton Schultz.
Jalen Hurts for Justin Fields and Dalton Schultz. Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I could get on either side of that trade.
Because he already has Dallas Goedert. So, yeah. I don't know. And then maybe I can make an Amara St. Brown trade, and then my team would be set.
Yeah. I mean, I like Hurts more. I like Hurts more.
Yeah, but I think I just gotta take a home run at this point, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I mean, Hurts could be a home run too, but yeah, I guess. So you get Fields, you get Schultz. Yeah, go ahead. Why not?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I wish you could get like a little more, but I feel like Fields is like he's the hot commodity right now, so a lot of people are gonna just literally like hold him over, hold him at a top 3 or 4 overall value. But
right. He it was something he was talking about. It might not even do it because you're right. But yeah, I lost this week, so I'm 5-5. So, and now I play this guy next week, so I really got to start winning games. So
yeah,
I feel like Justin Hurts is probably safer. I mean, Jalen Hurts is probably safer, but Justin Fields is just upside.
I mean, I just don't know if it's like. I mean, Hurts has been phenomenal. What's their scoring so far? Hurts is where's he at? He's 5. I mean, Fields is climbing fast. I'm okay with it. Whatever your gut tells you, because it's close enough. I don't want to stand in the way of you doing or not doing a trade like that when it's literally arguable. So your gut's telling you to do something, do it, bro.
Right, and if I trade Kittle, then I would have another good tight end because Kittle is a little useless now.
Yeah, no one wants him. No one wants him.
I don't even know if this guy said he'll still do the trade, but I don't even believe he'll do it type thing.
What's the trade again he's doing?
It was Lazard, Olave, and Kittle for Amon-Ra and David Montgomery.
Lazard, Kittle, and who?
Olave
Olave,
for
oh.
Amon-Ra and
Yeah, I mean, Olave's
Monty.
good enough to where, like, that's Olave could outscore Amon-Ra. He could.
Well, we were talking about this last night,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, he could. So it could go either way. Like, I wouldn't tell anybody to take a lap if they said I want Olave over St. Brown or St. Brown over Olave. I personally want St. Brown. I personally
right.
want
Well,
St. Brown.
the way my team is structured is because Jerry Jeudy went down, and I have Sutton, and I have Kadarius Toney, and Juju got hurt, so I can just start those guys and trade Olave and Lazard and have Amon-Ra, and then if I make another trade, I'll have Dalton Schultz and Justin Fields. So like, I feel like that'd be a pretty good team along with Walker and ETN.
What's your record? What's your record though?
I'm 5-5.
See, like, but what are you gonna do when he goes on a bye? Because Jalen Hurts has already had a bye.
Yeah, true.
I mean, you're gonna be struggling.
These are all things that you have to think about.
I mean, if you're struggling to make the playoffs and week 14 is important to you because week 15 is your first week of your playoffs, right?
Right.
You're gonna get
15, 16, 17.
Yeah, so
is
week
the playoffs.
week 14 you'll have no Fields. I don't like it, bro.
Yeah, but then I am trading Olave, and he's on a bye week 14, and so is Lazard, I think. So.
Yeah, but Fields or Hurts are gonna carry you that week. Like, that's a significantly more important amount of points. I mean, trust your gut, but like, maybe you're more worried about.
I get what you're saying.
It just that's
I can check my matchup for week 14 to see maybe if it's favorable.
Also, think about this, Fields, and I know everyone's saying that there's different things to look at, like rushing defense because Fields runs the ball, but Philadelphia week 15 after the bye week, Buffalo week 16. I mean, just something to think about. He does have Atlanta,
right. Well,
the Jets.
the thing is, my team, like everybody on my team had like under 5 points that they were projected, if you get what I'm saying. So like I have to switch things up. Like I can't be doing that.
Well, I'll tell you what. I could tell you right now. I could tell you that Hurts or Fields is out for the season, and you would still do the trade. But your mind's set on it.
I mean, I'm not really set on it, but I'm just asking for your opinion.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm not going to talk you out of it, so that means it's not a bad trade. So I think that's more so what you're wanting, confirmation that, okay, it's not horrible. I'm not making you take a lap. You most certainly could benefit from it or not benefit from it. It could go either way. But I think what you wanted,
if it falls through, I don't have to cry myself to sleep.
Right. But I wouldn't do it, but I'm not going to convince you not to, because I don't want to be responsible for you passing on an opportunity to trust your gut, and your gut could be a home run. So.
Right.
All right, bro.
All right. Thanks, Smitty.
Yeah. Appreciate you. Later.
Appreciate it.
Some people just want confirmation that it's not horrible, and I get that. And he's going to do it no matter what, which is fine. And you're live on the Fantasy Football Show.
All right, thanks, Smitty.
Hello.
Hey, Smitty, what's going on?
What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I just had a question, like, about my team. So I think after this week I'll be 7-3, but I'm kind of nervous because, like, I'm low in scoring. But I have Josh Allen, Metcalf, Pittman Jr., Jacoby Myers, and then I have Jonathan Taylor, Nick Chubb, Deontay Foreman, Cordero Patterson. And then I kind of have some guys, and then I have Dallas Goedert too, Philadelphia defense, and then I got some guys on the bench like I got Warren on the Steelers, I got Gus Edwards, and I got Marquise Brown. I'm kind of like, I guess I'm chilling. I'm just kind of nervous about my receivers because they're pretty weak.
Yeah.
Any advice would be helpful.
I mean, JT Chubb, solid. Foreman, C. Patterson, totally tradable. I mean, C. Patterson might not be, but then you keep him. But Foreman's totally tradable. DK, I mean, you could literally trade a Foreman for Debo straight up. And I'm not saying I love Debo. I'm not saying Debo's not going to completely fail you. But, like, there you
for Debo. Mm-hmm.
You what?
So Debo Samuel's actually that low right now, his value?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's people in the chat are saying
Mm-hmm.
Debo's gone, Debo's dead, Debo's not coming back. I think you'd be able to take a stab at that. You could maybe get Hopkins. If I don't think Foreman will get you Hopkins, but you never know when you're going to catch someone sleeping.
I would
man.
definitely trade Foreman for Debo.
Yeah. See, he's even not even waiting his turn. He's so excited about that.
Do you think
can't even contain my excitement.
He can't contain himself.
you guys think White on the Buccaneers or Watson on the Green Bay like it's worth like spending high fat money for?
Yeah, I would
Initiate
Load
full
drop.
load drop.
load drop on that, bro.
How much would you put on
How much?
Initiate full load drop.
White on the Buccaneers?
How much would I drop on White?
Initiate full
like what
load
percent?
drop.
Hello.
Initiate full load drop.
Can you hear that?
No, I didn't hear that.
Initiate full load drop. 100%.
Oh wow.
I mean, I don't know. Like
Fab money left.
if 100%, like if you can't, there's different factors here. If you can't pick up another individual the rest of the season, then that's different than somebody that can still play the free agent game, buy free guys. You just can't buy anybody on or bid on anybody that's on waivers. You got to let waivers clear every time. But that doesn't leave you empty-handed, right? But if you're actually unable to pick up another player for the rest of the year, that's different. But also, you know you're trending in your league. If no one ever drops a full
Initiate full load drop.
If no one ever drops a full load drop, then why would you do an initiation of full load droppage? So it's all up to you. Like I don't know the trending in your league. That's why I don't pretend to know the exact percentage. But when I tell you I would unload. You know that means confidence is at an all-time high. Adjust and taper down if initiate full load drop to you means somebody once spent $65 out of 100 and everybody laughed. Then 65 is your load drop.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. That makes sense. And my last question for each of me is, moving forward, who would you have the rest of the season, Jonathan Taylor or Travis Etienne? Who do you have ranked higher?
ETN, but I mean, it could be JT. Like, I want people to understand how much I think JT could be back. And the thing that excites me about JT is the offense is built around him. ETN, it's built around him, but they get in game scripts where it doesn't seem like they're throwing to him as much as, well, they aren't. They aren't throwing to him. And, like, they could, and they might start to, but, like, JT, it's built around him. They'll throw to him, they'll run him. So, like, as much as I love ETN, you know what? I might lean JT here. The only thing is he has a week 14 bye. Now, ETN has a bye this week, so it just kind of depends on if that complicates things in a major way for you. But really, it shouldn't, because if you get JT from here until week 13, then you got yourself a nice little lead versus getting hit here and then trying to catch up a game or two. You know what I mean? So it kind of is all relative. Right. If I had to say right now, and this is uncomfortable, but you guys ask me for my honest opinion, and I go, I'm fluid, I'm liquid. I'm going to give you my honest answer. As much as I love ETN and we hype him here, I might lean JT.
Because this guy sent me ETN straight up for JT right before Sunday's game, and he's making his way back up. I mean, he went from 11th place and now he's in fourth. No, he's in fourth place, I think. So he's trying to make big moves right now. So I'm not really sure about that trade.
It's almost dead even for me. It's almost dead even.
Yeah,
for me.
That's what I thought.
I would love to see what the chat thinks. I think we're very pro ETN here, but I think we gotta recognize what we just saw. The fact that Ryan is back, Ryan is back under center. That helps Pittman. Pittman helps JT. Saturday helps them all. This defense will be helped by the offense. It's all going to kind of cascade a little bit. I know you can say, oh, matchup, Smitty, wait till they play a tough defense. I get it. But JT looked the part. JT was hungry. Let's not forget that this guy was the number 1 overall pick, and we weren't wrong about him. He got hurt, and things kind of collapsed, and they're now turning the team around. So if they're turning the team around a little bit, and he's not injured anymore, then you got to ask yourself, were we wrong about JT? And I don't think we were. I don't think we all misjudged JT and said, here's the number 1 overall player, and we were all wrong. I think it was a bad situation. Injury, situation, collapsing,
Right.
Ryan getting benched, just complete disaster, bad coaching. Now we're seeing the team improve. We're seeing the team rally. We're seeing Ryan come back. We're going to see Pittman return. Guess what? JT's going to be more consistent than the doubters think because the Colts will be a little bit better. So I'm going to...
I mean, I'm a huge Colts fan, and, like, it's very biased, but, like, Pittman Jr., you know, he did decent today, you know, but Marquise Brown's returning from the IR, so I was thinking, like, should I slide him in if Murray's healthy? Like, should I replace Pittman Jr. for Marquise Brown? Like, I wasn't really sure about Pittman Jr. moving forward.
I'd take JT, bro. But I love both. All right, man.
Thanks, Matty. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. All right, next caller, what can I help you with?
How are we doing, Smiggy? So this week in fantasy, I started Dameon Pierce over Jonathan Taylor. I'm very upset because I lost by like that slim margin of points. So like, what do you think going forward? Like, what I should like favor for next week?
I'm sorry, JT and who?
I started Dameon Pierce over.
Oh yeah, I would go JT moving forward.
Yeah,
sure.
It screwed my fantasy this week. So I wanted to like, what's your advice going forward for next week? Like who to start?
Between JT and Pierce?
As running back 1.
I mean, JT's. Like I just said, I'd take him over ETN right now, and you know how much I love ETN. So JT's a lock. It comes down to your other decisions. And Edward says you said the same thing about Taysom Hill. LOL. Edward?
Oh, I don't have Taysom Hill in my fantasy.
Edward, you're free to call in, bro. You want to discuss it?
I have Dameon Pierce and Jonathan Taylor, and I was wondering like why, like for the flex position, why I would like start Jonathan Taylor or Dameon Pierce over Jonathan Taylor.
Why?
Because like that's what like I thought you like mentioning on the live stream. I don't know, like prior to this one, maybe or this week.
Well, I mean JT. I mean maybe Pierce looked like a safer option walking into week number 10, but I'm saying go forward. JT proved he's back. Like we thought JT could be back.
Well, why was that safer then?
Why is it safer, Pierce? Because we didn't know if JT was fully going to return. We didn't know if Saturday would be what we hoped he would be. We didn't know that the team would turn it around. We didn't know they'd turn to Matt Ryan. We didn't know they'd go in all these different directions that amounted to a JT rebound. JT ripped off a monster touchdown run, which totally changed the dynamic of his game log and stat sheet. There's just a lot at play that had to go right. And we didn't know if he would resuffer the injury. Was he fully over the ankle sprain despite being taken off the injury report? There's a lot of reasons to think Pierce was a safer play walking into week 10. But coming out of week 10, if you don't identify that JT's back, I don't know what to say. Like I can understand it if you felt like Pierce is still the better play, but I would start JT in a heartbeat. My dilemma would be Pierce and the other players on your roster. Who are your other running backs?
Jeff Wilson Jr.
Yeah, I mean, so your question's between Jeff Wilson Jr. and Pierce, not between JT and I think JT and Pierce, in my opinion. I mean, JT's like if I had to rank JT, I would say first rounder. Go forward. We're drafting today. I did
Would you drop go ahead.
I did a mock draft video, and I put JT in the second round. I said, look, I know a lot of you think this is early, and at the moment, entering week 10, it was a little bold to have JT where I ranked him in round 2. But if I redid the mock draft today and everything's evolving, every single week's different, JT would probably be in the top 5 or 6 overall. He looks back to form. Now, maybe he crashes and burns next week, but I don't think he will. He looked very explosive. He looked very back to normal. I absolutely love the way he looked. He didn't just have good stats. He looked like his old self. I saw it.
That's good. So then I have a question in terms of like roster building. Should I drop Damian Pierce for Donovan Peoples-Jones?
Damian Pierce.
Yeah, because I have like extra running backs. I don't need like Damian Pierce. Like I need like more right receivers. Like I don't know like what my like good trade options would be or like pickups. So.
A lot, bro. You don't drop Damian.
I don't have like good trade options, I guess maybe.
Drop Damian. You were just pushing back on me on why you might want to start JT over Damian Pierce, and now he's cuttable. No, man.
I mean, it just seems like you think Jonathan Taylor's a better player going forward. I mean, that's just
but what does that? But what's that have to do with cutting a guy that's a top 15 overall player? You know what I mean? Like JT's top 5, 6 overall. Damian Pierce is top 14 to 17 overall. Like that doesn't make Damian Pierce garbage because they have no relation. It's not related to whether we should keep Pierce or not. Like you're telling me you can't drop another individual on your roster to pick up who did you say you were going to pick up by Peoples-Jones? Bro, if you tried to trade right now Pierce for Peoples-Jones, your league would lose it. And if you drop Damian Pierce, they would be like vultures scooping them. Like, I don't even know. Is this real? I'm not trying to be hard on you. I'm trying to stop you from doing a disastrous thing right here. I mean, I don't care if you can't trade him. He's amazing depth. And not to mention, JT has a bye in week 14. What are you going to do when you reach into your back pocket to pull out Damian Pierce and he's gone because you let him go for Peoples-Jones? You know? Can't do it. Top 15 overall player, bro. Top 15 overall player. Peoples-Jones is waiver wire fodder. You with me? Hello? You there?
I think he left.
Oh, he hung up. I wasn't trying to be mean to him. I was just reacting. You know? Like
right.
I don't know why he hung up. Maybe he didn't mean to hang up. I'm not sure, but I don't think he liked the way I was addressing it, but I'm not sure why he hung up over it. What can I help you with, man?
Hey, what up, Smitty? How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. I'm just shocked.
Hey, yeah, I wanted to say thank you for telling me to pick up Jeff Wilson over Kenyon Drake. That was an amazing play. Thank you so much. And what you were saying about JT, he is all the way back, man. Being a Colts fan, like watching this team go up and down, bringing in Jeff Saturday, he reshuffled the offensive line. I mean, he was getting, like, the offensive line was getting a push through opening lanes. JT is 100% back, and I'm so happy I kept him and didn't trade him. But my question is, my trade deadline is actually coming up. And I want you to look at my team and tell me if I need to make a move or stay without how my team is.
Make it as quick as you can because these bog down the phone lines when we do the entire roster evaluation. So just hit me with the verbally, and we'll Smitty approve you and send you on your way. Give you a slap on the rear end and get you on out of here. Excited, ready for week number 11.
Instead of doing like the whole roster, we'll just say, can I keep Justin Fields? Is he going to keep up this level of play?
Can you keep him?
Is he going to be like a top QB?
Well, what's the question, though? Can you keep him? You certainly can. Smitty approve you not cutting him.
Should I upgrade him? Should I try to go to upgrade him and get like a, Patrick Mahomes? Like, because I have Justin Fields and I got some pieces. I got Dante Foreman, Jeff Wilson, Kenneth Walker, Tyreek Hill.
Just let it ride. Let it ride, bro. You don't want to give up any depth when you got a guy that's been dropping fire like he is. I mean, would I take Mahomes for who? Okay, name your running backs.
Dante Foreman, Kenneth Walker, JT, and Jeff Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, would I give Foreman and Fields for Mahomes? Probably, but like that's it, bro. That's it. That's it. You're good to go. Let it ride. You assembled a monster. Unleash the beast, bro. Like Deshaun Watson, just unleash the beast, man. Just go take your league by storm, and bring home the championship. Okay, we'll all be proud of you. What's your wide receiver?
Okay.
What's your wide receiver room look like?
Okay, we got D-Hop, Tyreek Hill. Because you told me to, I don't know if you remember, you told me to trade Kamara and Pittman for Hill. So D-Hop, Tyreek Hill. And then I got Keenan Allen, who's injured, Jamal Chase, who's injured, and DK.
You're good to go, bro. Let it ride. Let it ride.
Don't make any more moves at all.
I mean,
Just
someone
keep my
comes
team
knocking down
healthy.
your door and gives you an offer you think is too good to refuse. Bring it to me, and we'll take a look at it. But don't go messing with this. Take it in there, bro.
Okay.
Take
And
it into the season and the
one
rest
more
of the
thing.
season.
Do you think I could keep Dalton Schultz? Is he going to be a top tight end?
He's an okay tight end. It depends on your alternatives, man. I mean, Dalton's pretty decent right now. He's 6 to 12. I say 6 to 12 because he could be 12, he could be 6. I mean, we don't really know. But we like what we're getting out of him lately. Okay, so don't cut him. You can keep him. I'll approve you keep him. You can keep Fields. You can keep Schultz, and you can keep on winning, broski. You got this.
Right.
Call back when you got
Thank
a
you.
tangible trade that someone's knocking down your door and they're saying, "Give me the Fields."
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay. And can you do a Kenneth Walker to the moon for me? That would be amazing.
Yeah, we'll hit the Kenneth Walker here for you. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Kenneth Skywalker. Kenneth Lightsaber Swinging Skywalker.
Okay, who do I have on the phone right now? I got two people on the phone. Just tell me your names real quick.
Hey, how's it going? This is Johnny. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Johnny, and who else is on the phone?
Yeah.
Marco.
How's it going?
Johnny and who? Who's the other guy on the phone?
Oh, I have no idea.
Marco.
Marco. Okay, let's go with Johnny first. Johnny, hit me.
What's up? I'm in a 12-man league. I'm fourth place, 5-4, and my roster looks like this. I got Gino as my quarterback, Amon St. Brown. I got Jalen Waddle, Saquon Barkley, JT, Mark Andrews, and Jeff Wilson Jr. Basically, I feel like I need to upgrade in quarterback. And this might sound crazy, but are you able, what would you do if you wanted to sell high on JT?
I mean, you're gonna have to give
I
me.
didn't have JT the whole season, by the way. I traded for him 3 weeks ago, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to give me more specifics on that. I can't. I mean, I don't know what I would try and upgrade. I would take JT and turn him into. So you have Barkley. You have Barkley, JT, ETN, Walker, and Hurts. Or ETN or Walker with Hurts. If I'm doing something like that with JT, sure. But is someone gonna do that? Probably not. Go to the Fields owner. See if the Fields owner has Hurts. See if the Fields owner has Burrow. See if the Fields owner. That's the only thing I can even think of is that somebody's got Fields and they're like, what do I do with this? And you could give them JT for their ETN or Walker and get their other quarterback like Burrow. But I mean, you might not even need to do that. Is
Right.
Deshaun Watson available?
No. But I think we have Daniel Jones and Jared Goff and Aaron Rodgers.
I could pick up Aaron
about
Rodgers. Pick up Aaron Rodgers. He's bouncing back, and I think he could continue to do a lot better than he started. I'd take Aaron Rodgers and JT versus try and do some kind of complicated trade that probably is not going to be as easy to get as I mapped out. But if someone was to give you Walker and Hunt and Hurts for JT, I would do that.
Yeah, would you recommend playing him this week? Because Gino does go on bye.
Play who?
I mean, Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, Gino?
Yeah, Gino's going on bye this upcoming week.
Yeah.
So I'm going to need a filler.
Yeah.
That's why I was kind of thinking of making a quarterback move. But
Yeah.
if I can hold it out, I'd love it.
I mean, I'd rather have Aaron Rodgers than Gino. I mean, Aaron Rodgers did bounce back today, and maybe he doesn't continue that, but I kind of feel like Green Bay got in a groove, and I mean, it was a good. They played well. It was a good matchup. It was. I mean, there was a lot to be pleased about. If you're Aaron Rodgers or Green Bay Packers supporter or fan, they look good.
Yeah, except that maybe this is a Thursday night game, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't worry so much about that. Unless the options are just better, Like Dino's on a bye, so you can't play him. But do I play Dino over A-Rod? It depends on the matchup. I play matchups. If I had Gino and A-Rod, I'd play matchups. Danny Dimes is okay. Justin says he's taking Gino. I don't blame you guys. All right, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, call back if you have another one later. All right. Was it John? Was it John? Who was next?
Marco?
Marco. Same thing. What's up, Marco?
Yeah. Hey, real quick, man. Do I keep Justin Fields in case Lamar goes down as a handcuff or sell him right now?
Don't give him away. we've established that. Don't cut him. Don't cut him, bro.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna give him away.
It depends what's your wide receiver room look like? What's your running back room look like?
Oh, I'm looking good, man. CMC, Barkley, Lamb, Amon-Ra, Gabe Davis. Those are all my starters.
You could use an Adams. You could use a JT. You could use a Walker. You could use an ETN. If someone were to drop that kind of offer on me, I'd take it. I'd take it. But I do believe that if you can't get something that is absolutely knocking down your door, forcing you to make a trade you didn't want to trade, like you're just I got to do it. That I hold them, and then you got the security net, the safety blanket that no one else has. You're going to be able to weather through.
Right there.
Yeah, what next man up is? It truly is a league winner kind of next man up. So
okay,
yeah,
right,
you only accept it if they're blowing your socks off, bro.
Okay, for sure.
All right, man.
Sounds good.
Later.
All right, man.
See you, Marco. Well. I think we have some super chats. This one's from Style. The players listed were the other owner teams. Oh, Styles he's really piecemealing this together here. Okay, so Burrow, right? It was Burrow. Look at my memory. Look at me. Pierce I would take for Burrow. I'd take Diggs in a heartbeat. I'd take obviously Eckler, but you're not going to get that. Mixon for Burrow. Why not? Pierce. I'd take Pierce over Burrow in your situation. I believe you had. What did you have? Let's go see what he had. It was Fields, yeah. So you got Fields. I mean, keep in mind Fields has that Week 14 bye. I'd really like to see you upgrade into Eckler using a much lower running back using Burrow. I prefer that. I prefer you upgrading a middle range wide receiver into Diggs using Burrow. I prefer that. I do like Pierce. I take Mixon straight up in a heartbeat. I do like Stevenson, but I much prefer you getting Eckler or Diggs in some sort of upgrade from a much lower player by just giving them Burrow. If you can pull that off, that is a home run. If you could get Mixon straight up, that is a home run. I highly doubt you can. If you can get Pierce, end of day, I'm okay with Pierce as well. I'm also okay with you keeping both quarterbacks. But I think I would trade Burrow for Pierce if you could pull that off. That'd be amazing. 7-3. Now a week at wide receiver 3, so I grabbed Donovan Peoples-Jones last week, and grabbing Tony or Watson next. Just got offered Hollywood for my Terry. I would take Scary Terry over Hollywood, who's current wide receiver 3, smashing the button. I'd rather have Scary Terry over Hollywood because Hopkins is in town. I don't know. Hollywood's just gonna explode. It's a tough situation. Does anybody disagree? Would you rather have Scary Terry or Hollywood Brown? Hollywood Brown's not even healthy. Tanner said I'd get Walker. I mean, I don't think he can get Walker, though, because he wasn't listed as he needs to go to a team that needs Burrow as a quarterback. Yeah, I mean. So as for Tony or Watson, I'd rather have Tony. And I'd rather have Tony over Donovan Peoples-Jones if you need to make a cut. Hopefully I helped you on this. It's a little bit of a... Oh, $10 hauler, by the way.
To the moon.
All $10 haulers get a moonshot. I hope I helped you on this. I feel like I'm not able to dig real deep on this because I don't have a lot of the details. But Terry over Hollywood for me. The chat agrees. Terry. Unanimous. Hollywood's not what he was pre-injury because Hopkins was suspended and out. Again, I would take Tony. Thank you for the super chat, my guy. Appreciate you. Avi, I trade Pickens, Waller, Patterson, Tony for Mark Andrews. Pickens, Waller, Patterson, Tony. I would take Mark Andrews. You could argue that one, Avi. You could really could. But I'm going to take Andrews. I could be rolling the dice on something that's going to backfire on me, but I just think Andrews is a gift right now at his current ADP. I avoided him on draft day, and I believe that was proven to be the good move, right? But now it's time to go in during foreclosure season and scoop up guys like Pittman, guys like Gabe Davis, guys like, Gabe Davis, that buying on Gabe Davis is over. Maybe it returns, though, with one bad game. Buying on players like Andrews just seems like logical. The risk is it's all 100% baked into the situation. All right, I think I'm out of here. 2 hours and how did we go 2 hours and 20 minutes? I came on here to do just a simple half-hour injury update. I came on here to do a simple injury update on Cooper Kupp. It's been 2 hours and 20 minutes. I'm out of here. Appreciate every single one of you. I'm live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Right here. I'm live whenever news breaks. That means probably tomorrow, unless nothing changes here. And then I'm live Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday at midnight Eastern. I'm live Sunday morning. I'm live Sunday evening. Hence right now. And I will see you all mañana. Appreciate you all. I work for you. Thank you for being here. You guys rock.
If you stop sending me these terrible fantasy football trade offers now, that will be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will tell the commissioner on you.